I fear that as a Magic the Gathering community, we have lost track of what it means to truly play Magic. We got all this synergy going set to set, every deck is block built. What happened to just good old-fashioned slugging a wizard in the face with your zappy zap fingers? Well, I'm bringing that back today, ladies, gents, and all that between, because we are playing some Boros Burn. In what I think is the people's format, Pioneer, we are going to be playing some good old-fashioned Boros Burn. Now, I don't mean mice. Nah, get that shit out of the kitchen. We are playing some Picante Red-White. Everything goes to the face. Everything has a fist. We're not looking for synergy here, ladies and gents. No. I'm putting on a boxing glove, and it is going directly into the sphincter every single match. So let's get into this deck list, because it is just a stock red-white Boros list for Pioneer. 4 Bolt Wave, 4 Burst Lightning, 4 Monastery Swift Spear, 4 Play with Fire, 4 Eidolon of the Great Revel, 4 Boros Charm, 4 Lightning Helix, 4 Light Up the Stage, 4 Screaming Nemesis, 4 Skewer the Critics, a Den of the Bugbear, 3 Mountain, 4 Ramanap Ruins, 1 Sokinzon, 4 Abraded Bluffs, 3 Inspiring Vantage, and 4 Sacred Foundry. So this deck, it's practically standard legal too, which is a really fun part of it. It's just Light Up the Stage, Skewer the Critics, Eidolon, and Monastery, and Play with Fire. Okay, so maybe it's not standard legal, okay, but there's a lot of standard legal pieces in here. In fact, I know somebody who's playing it in a tournament as we speak. So, I'm just saying, it's a good deck, and it's gonna win, okay? Trust me, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Let's get into these games and keep them crossed. All right, opening hand, opponent goes first. We have a Monastery Swift Spear, a Play with Fire, Eidolon of the Great Revel, and Light Up the Stage. Looks like a keep to me. Bing bang. Probably Sacred Foundry turn 1 into a Swift Spear. You gotta... okay. Alright. How interesting that is of you. Let's just play out the Sokinzon and pass. Because if they play that Lord, I really don't want them to do that, you know? Merfolk you control enters attack. Okay, so they're going to swing for 2 probably. That's fine. Cool, we are going to Play with Fire, hit the Deep Root. Cool. And take 2. Let's ping ourselves for 2 more damage. Let's Swift Spear on over. And, how do we want to do this? I think we want to set up our next draw for a really good turn. So let's go here. I don't care about hitting the Deep Root. We're going to put that on the bottom. Awesome. And swing for 2. Cool. Got a Bolt Wave and a Light Up the Stage into another 1-drop. Kumena. Interesting. Interessante. Okay, we take 2. Over to us. We have a Den of the Bugbear. A little unfortunate, but we're going to Bolt Wave them, deal 3, into a Light Up the Stage, okay, to a Burst Lightning, alright, so let's swing for 3. Yep, makes it through, and let's Burst Lightning this Kumena's Speaker, hit that, knock them for 4 damage down to 7. We have an Eidolon into an Eidolon here, which is not too good for them, gonna be honest. Kumena's Speaker, okay. Ooh, Merfolk Mistbinder, that is not what we want to see. Not what we want to see at all. Oh boy. Okay, we're going to go down to the Bugbear, tapped into... I actually think we let the Eidolon go at this point. I think we play Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, and swing for 3, because Screaming Nemesis is a fair card. Alright, Kumena, tap 5 untap, tap 3 to draw a card. Would you like to draw a card in response with Kumena? Probably. Yep. Awesome. And we're going to knock that Kumena down because I doubt they have any life gain. That is okay. Cool. A-okay with us. If we draw a land, this will be pretty good. A land or a burn spell. We have 2 damage represented right there. A Glasspool Mimic, kinda rough to see, but that's A-okay. We're not too on edge about that. Alright, we'll take it. That we can do. Okay, a land. Alright. Well, it's looking like we have to block right here, which kinda sucks, but not too bad. Not too bad. Ooh, a Merfolk Trickster, and that gets the game for them. Good game, opponent. That's lethal on your end. Ah, so close. Alright, opponent goes first. We have 3 Lightning Helix in hand, 1 land, not looking like a keep. Let's send this back, and that's a keep. This is a keep right here. Let's put the Skewer the Critics on the bottom because it's the only situational card in our hand, and we don't want to deal with that. Monastery Swiftspear. Oh. It would appear we're going for the same old mojo, mi hombre. Monastery Swiftspear, swing for 1. Huh. What could it be? Are you gonna plot a bird? Corey Steelcutter. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Should that mean we play Eidolon of the Great Revel? I feel like that might actually be something, you know? I feel like Eidolon of the Great Revel could chunk them for a lot of damage here, because they're also a burn deck, and Eidolon of the Great Revel hurts on us too. So I think we should do that. Okay, Monastery Swiftspear sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, what you gonna do? Another Monastery Swiftspear? Uh-oh. So you dealt 4 damage to yourself, and what are you gonna do here? That's my question. I almost kind of want to block it, you know? Like, it's an interesting choice. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to play this Raminap, play a Screaming Nemesis, and pass the turn with our weird defensive line going. I think this is the move. They have a Screaming Nemesis. Uh-oh. Yikes. Alright. Well, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? This is the hardest choice I've had to make in a while. I guess we deal 3 to them and pass. Deals 2 to us, 3 to them, and we stay kind of even. Though we can't swing in because, well, I guess Monastery Swiftspear would have grown enough. Ugh. Such a difficult call. Such a difficult call. Alright, what do you want to cast? 2 spells puts you into dangerous range, my friend. My turn. Okay, well, let's play with Fire Them on their end step. Go 2 for 2. Put that on the bottom. Good thing we did that. Good thing we did that. Draw another Screaming Nemesis. Okay, I think we might be winning the Screaming race, you know? We're screaming a little better than they are. Okay. Pass on over. This is such an interesting matchup. Emberheart Challenger. Okay, take your 2. It has haste. Yes, it does. Another Emberheart. Take 2. Alright. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Friend. Friend, I think I get you. Friend, I think I get you here. Look at this. We go down to 2, but they put damage on our Screaming Nemesis for some perfect lethal to the face. Oh, we got it. On to game 3. Going into our last game, we have not been on the play for any of these, and we are burned. This is rough. Ooh, this is a very unkeepable hand. This is a keepable hand. So we're going to put away a Skewer the Critics, and by golly, we're going to hope for the best. So I think what we're going to do here is turn 1, play Sacred Foundry untapped, right? Looks good to me. We're going to pass. We're going to play with fire them, or whatever creature they play. Nothing? Okay, so to their face, okay, I think maybe we want that on top. Yeah, I think we'd want that in our hand, so we're going to keep that in there. We're going to keep that on top, and then we're going to play Abraded Bluffs to deal 1 damage to them to activate our Light Up the Stage. Really cool. Really cool to have a land that can do that. We have 2 Play with Fires now. Okay. So I think we should set a stop on our upkeep for 1 of them. You know, just so we have it there. Parsi Revenant. Ew. That's annoying. Okay, well, let's deal 2. Yep. And let's put that on the bottom. Sweet. Draw. Awesome. That is something. Let's go to our main. Play that. Yeah, and that cannot stand. That is for sure. So we're going to pass the turn. We're going to Lightning Helix that. Oh, yeah, we're going to wait for you to attack. No tricky business here. Okay, cool. Lightning Helix the Kawarzi. The Kawa. Sweet. Up to 19. Alright, do you have a Shieldred to play? Yes, you do. Of course you do. Draw. Uh-oh. Yikers. That is rough for us. Okay, let's pass. Do 1 damage. Cannot beat that. Cannot beat that. That's for sure. How good can we do, though? They can give it lifelink and flying. Ugh. That is hard. That is rough. Gifted Aetherborn, you turd. you little shisa. Yeah, give it a lifelink. Okay. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, so there's a chance. There is a chance that we can draw into, what's it called? Screaming Nemesis here. So we're not going to concede this. We're going to take it on the chin. I say we get rid of the Gifted Aetherborn right here, right now. Very cool. And hope for the Screaming Nemesis. Come on. Screamo. Oh, never didn't have it. Awesome. Awesome sauceum. Alright, let's swing on in. Not gonna block it. It's kind of rough for us. Not gonna be honest here. Okay, so take your 3. I wish this was any other burn spell. We'd be able to hit our own Screamer and dome them in the face with it, you know? Dang. That is difficult. That is difficult. I was thinking, are we supposed to keep it back as a blocker there and then give it indestructible to guarantee more damage? Okay, well, we don't lose here. We do not lose. Because they're not giving it lifelink for some reason. Maybe lose 3. You have like a Gray Merchant of Asphodel here? Oh, it's a Quarcy. Okay, sure. Alright, well, let's deal the 4 to them. Because this doesn't have trample, so it's not going to matter. Sweet. Oh, it's a land! Damn it! It's a land! Oh. Swing for 3. Whatever. Ah, good game. Good game. That sucks. Quarcy, yeah, give it lifelink. Boo. We had all the tools, And there's just so much Death Touch and Lifelink in Black and Pioneer, isn't there? Ugh, that sucked. Alright. Going on to game 4? We're playing a fast deck. Let's have we go on to game 4. Going into game 4, we got a Monastery Swift Spear, a Play with Fire. Okay, we got 2-land hand. Looks promising. Then again, we never know what they're on. It could be the least promising hand we've ever experienced. They're on red. Oh, they're on Fireblade. Ooh. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to pass the turn, keep up with the Play with Fire, and they'll never do anything. It's okay. Goblin. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Counter. You're sketchy. I don't like you. I'm going to set up my next draw for a land. There we go. And I'm going to... Okay, so you're not what I thought you were. That's good. That's good for me. That's good for me. You are, in fact, a goblin deck, which is a little, in all reality, scarier. Reality. Alright, swing in for 2 damage. Hit them for 2. Are they gonna play a Lord? Is that why they didn't flinch? It's because they're playing a Lord? They're playing a Snoopy boy. What does Snoopy do? Alright, you can sacrifice deal 1 damage right now. Well, Snoopy boy. Guess what I can do? Some damage. I'm gonna swing. Swing, swing, swank. Okay, and then we will deal 3 to the Snoop, because it seems good. Because then we'll also hit them for some more damage. And we also gain some life. So, you know what? Seems pretty good to me. We got 2 Screaming Nemesis and a Boros Charm left in hand. Alright, 2 Fanatical Firebrand. Are you going to swing all in? Are you going to swing all in here, baby boy? Oh, they're going to kill 1 Monastery Swift Spear with 2 of their creatures. I don't know if that's really, like, good for you there, mate. That's an interesting goblin play. This is a high-value goblin player. Okay. I think... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, let's knock their teeth in. Let's just go for it. Well, this is 1, 2, so 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, and then they can't block either of the Screaming Nemesis ever. Okay. It's gonna be really cool if they don't block here, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wait, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 total if they don't block. Okay. But they did block. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. I'm smart. And then... That's when we'll Boros Charm your face because you're a silly, silly gooberman. There we go, and we dodged the removal. Cool, look at us playing mono red smartly. Hopefully they play a Lord that's like 2 toughness that we can just shock out of existence. That'd be really cool. Not what I envisioned. Not what I envisioned when I said that. You're gonna swing for 4. You're not. That's awesome. Another Screaming Nemesis. Oh boy. Let's swing for 3. You know? Let's swing for 3 here. I don't even think I'd send the damage at the face. I think I would just send it to the other goblin, frankly. The way Goblins wins is by amassing a really big board, and I think even though I'm mono red and I'm more like pinpointing my damage, if I just focus all of it, I don't know if they could do anything about that. Well, they've created a real big issue for them here because this Screaming Nemesis is now text unblockable on it. Yeah. That is game. That is a GG. If I did ever see one. Well, I'm not gonna slow roll it. I'm just going to swing And we are fancy here. We shock our own Screaming Nemesis for all that mono red life gain they have over there. And that's a good fourth round. We play a fourth because it's so fast, you know? Because we get wins like these and losses like the ones we don't talk about. Good games. I hope you try this deck at your LGS. It's just so fun. It's not budget by any means. Don't go around telling people that. It is not cheap anymore. Mono red used to be the cheapest deck. It is not. So keep that in mind, okay? So, go out, have fun, and smack your friends with this. It is the best.